Yes.
Yeah, I am.
No, not really. No, I don't.
I mean, it depends on who in politics.
Do young people actually know anything about politics?
Do you know which political party is currently in power?
I mean, yeah. Well, in power now.
Yeah.
Conservatives.
This isn't a duel.
Is that still on? I know that happened like a while ago, but I don't know if that's still on.
Politics. It is a subject that many young people aren't interested in. Why? Because we find it boring or we feel our voices aren't heard. So what's the point in having an interest?
Everything around them has been impacted in some way by politics. So if you walk out into the street and you trip over in a pothole, or if you decide you want to go to university and you can't afford to, then you're going to have had a major impact in your life by politics.
There is a way to get your voices heard. Voting.
I am going to vote because I feel like if you don't vote, then you don't really have any say to complain about how everything ends up after the elections. But I don't know who to vote for.
I do, but I can see why many people wouldn't, because just a lack of education from the school.
I think there is a role for schools in terms of teaching about our political system and British values, if you like, and why democracy is very important.
So are politicians doing anything to encourage young people to vote?
There's a need for politicians to engage.
Well, they're not human, these politician people.
You know, they kind of feel kind of like unreachable. They're not really very human, are they? They're just a bit like robotic.
They look like they have no life beyond it.
It's why a lot of us spend a lot of time visiting schools, meeting with school trips and so on, trying to explain how politics works, why it matters, why it is important.
So why is politics important?
Worrying because they need to learn that they can't have a go at them if they don't have their own. If they can vote for Labour and Conservative get in, then they can't have a go at Conservative because they just didn't vote.
Everything we have is a result of politics, and this wasn't given to us as an act of generosity.
I think I'm more worried that maybe the generation above us also didn't get very good at education, and that might be why we're going wrong, because they don't know who to vote for either.
What if I told you that the 18 to 25-year-old age bracket holds the balance of power in an election? This basically means that if the majority of 18 to 25-year-olds voted, they have the power to swing the outcome of the vote.
So if you think that there's no one who you feel represented by, if you feel all the party leaders don't connect with you in a way, and you just say, oh yeah, I'm not going to vote, I'm going to show that I don't care, I'm not going to vote. You should vote. Even if you don't feel that any of the parties represent you, cross all the boxes, screw your vote up, ruin it, just vote.
You need to make yourself heard on social media. Never, ever let your voice be taken away from you.
Clearly a very strong night for the Conservative Party. I think we've had a positive response to a positive campaign.
As the results of the general election came in, many teenagers took to social media to express their views on the outcome. It proved that we are so much more politically aware than we are given credit for, and more than we actually realise ourselves.
It's about us inputting in our community, being something greater than ourselves.